did not.
Now, let me ask a question here. Is it within his arsenal to soften that speed a little bit, to let it roll up?
Well, I think over the years, Parker, if he has one fault, it would be he has so much speed on his ball. It's an aggressive shot all the time. It's really hard for him to let it up.
Oh, finally, and our 10th split. Someone converts one. We're 1 for 10 tonight. And the crowd appreciates that right here. So Parker keeps the... by 28 pins.
Must have been another cough again. A little noise in the background there.
Has he got rabbit ears, or is
must hear pretty well. It's tough. You get to concentrating. It doesn't take too much to disturb a player out there. Back on that lane.
Back on 12.
Well, it's not seeming to bother him. That's twice now he stepped back, but he packs the ball both times afterwards. So this is a big shot for Wayne. He too is lost on this lane. 2 shots in a row. He has not gotten them out. He needs to get this ball. The way he played the first frame, he got the ball way out, and he's going to have to do that again. Or tighten up his line.
We understand that what distracted him was the Coke machine. Did the Coke machine come alive? I don't understand quite. Well, he moved back in.
Yes, he did. He did. He tried to avoid it altogether.
I don't understand why he got out. That's where he finished the last time.
That's right. That's a little bit confusing. Parker's going to have to hit this lane and figure something out. Little break obviously helped Wayne.
Parker's opponents have been averaging 247 at him. I asked him, is that frustrating? How does he deal with it?
Well, obviously, I need a six-bagger right away to stay with him, but I think it's going to come down, and I think it's about time it starts tonight a little bit. So watch me for 2 games, and we'll see how my opponents do.
Well, in order to be here for 2 games, he's got to overcome a 38-pin deficit with 3 frames to go.
Well, that was looked like a bad break, good break sort of thing right there to carry that 10-pin. Well, he threw a great shot there. Honestly, it looks like Parker just relaxed a little bit. He threw that ball with a lot on it. That was an aggressive strike.
Well, it's down to 28.
Cuts the lead 28.
Just takes 1 mistake.
We've seen the matches come back in both games. Wayne's on his good lane.
You know, Marshall was over here watching that, and I kind of think Marshall was rooting for Parker.
Yeah, I think so. You can see the light. Looked like the 7-10 was going to stand. Little pin action. He gets the 10 to fall. Nice break there.
I'll tell you what, $64 question is, what pin was it that knocked over the 10 pin there? I don't know.
Good question.
Back up to 38, 9th frame.
Well, he just stays in.
Well, he's not too unhappy with that right now.
No, at least he's in the pocket. Parker's still going to have to make something happen.
Picks up another ball to convert the 10 pin.
Stuck a little bit. No problem.
No trouble. Parker trailing by 37 to have any chance needs to...
He's going to have to strike out. Right now, Wayne is going to just need to mark in the 10th with good count to win this match. But Parker's going to have to force him to do that by striking out right now. Every shot is key here for Parker.
Oh, they're getting worse.
Well,
you look at his score, and it reminds you of tic-tac-toe, but right now the circles are even with the X's, and wow.
Well, when things aren't going right, and the harder you try to get back in the match sometimes, the harder and the worse things seem to get.
Interesting, too, because Parker was the only bowler He came over here to practice today.
Well, you know, it's tough enough. Parker struggling to hit the pocket, and not only does he got to hit the pocket, he has to strike, and that's almost too much for even these guys to handle.
Well, Parker was 136 in the ninth, trailing by an overwhelming 54 pins. The best he can get is 166. Wayne Webb already has 180 if he doesn't show up. So the championship match is going to be Webb versus Holman.
Well, Parker looks like he's figured out lane 11 just way too late.
You know, he took all of his balls after last night and slugged the ring finger and changed the pitch in his ring finger. And the reason he said that he was doing that was that over at the other bowling center, Bowl 1, he threw several balls in the channel this week, and it was just slipping off of he felt his ring finger, and he needed to change that pitch, went a little bit more under palm.
Kind of make you hit up on the ball maybe a little bit more, be a little more aggressive with your hit, keep it on the lane.
Yeah, that's what his thinking was.
Well, he's definitely figured out lane 11 now. You know, a lot of it, Mike, could have just been not being relaxed on that lane.
Do you know that if he strikes on this ball, if I count right, he's going to finish with 7 strikes in this mess and finish with 166? Amazing, isn't it?
That's pretty hard to do.
I mean, it is.
That's pretty hard.
Webb has only got 5 strikes.
That's pretty hard to do.
That ain't making it up. He's back to normal.
Well, it's only fitting. So.
Another split. So he winds up with 6 strikes and 4 splits and 1 miss.
64. Well,
that's hard to do, like you say.
6 strikes and 160 is tough to do. But and that's picking up the split, too.
And picking up 1 split, right.
He could have had 7 with less.
Webb trying to keep everything on track. Says, well, I don't mind a 4-pin now, as long as it's not a precursor of things to happen next game.
Well, Wayne made a great move on lane 11 by moving deeper. I think that's where he's going to have to play Marshall at. And, you know, the weak 10 wasn't such a bad thing over there. He left in the 9th.
At the 4-pin, no trouble.
It's going to be an interesting match now. We've got a lot, two Hall of Famers. And I tell you what, I'm glad I'm watching.
Through the nose, Wayne Webb finishes up with 207. He defeats Parker Bohn 207.